chance. Alright, not having to feel safe in this close. Okay, I just freaking. Alright, how the hell's he saying on that Bruce Do show again? Oh, yeah. All right.
Yeah, we are here.
Wait, orientation is locked. What the hell? Jeez Louise. Rotate device back. You gotta be joking me. Oh, come on now. What the hell?
You know what's funny?
What?
I can see it.
Oh, yeah. Shoot. Okay. Well, I guess I'm live. We're going for a minute here. I can't get this damn camera to flip around, though. It still says it. Wait, am I going here? Does this work?
Yeah, you're live.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm live no matter what. We're just kind of, it just shows a little darker, but I see it on the screen, so I just to put my hand up. Okay. All right. It looks clear to me. I guess I'm audible. All right. All right, so we're back. Welcome to Crabs at the Dab Slab.
We fucking finally did it.
We are live again, as promised. Better late than never. We're here for the right before 420.
Yep.
New subscribers giveaways.
Yep. Hopefully we get some people in here and fucking do some shit and things and shit.
Yes. Just waiting on our viewers here. We're gonna figure out how exactly are we doing this giveaway. How are we deciding the winner? Is there a raffle, names in a hats kind of situation?
You know, there's a number generator that I'm gonna have to download. And what it does is we'll say pick a number between 1 and 1,000,000 or 1 in 10,000, and everybody will put a number up. We'll hit the number generator. The number will pop up. We'll show it onto the camera, and that will whoever's closest to that number will be the winner chicken dinner. You know.
Okay. Chance, what are you doing, fella?
Yeah, the winner chicken dinners.
I wish I had a chicken dinner. But I'm still a winner.
Change like I want chicken dinner. That's a little chancy boy.
Yeah.
That's my little girl.
He just wanted upsies.
That's my girl's
He
dog.
wanted upsies. So, you gotta.
It's funny. We got like an 80-pound pit bull, 50, 60, 70, 80-pound pit bull. He's getting bigger. And then we got a little 5-pound. I don't even think he weighs 5 pounds.
Yeah, maybe like 4.5.
I was thinking about maybe 4.5.
I don't know. I mean, he's lively though. If it was just completely sleeping, if he was sleeping, he might be 5-6 pounds.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, it's odd, but he's 20-something years old. This little guy, he is spry as shit. Dude, fucking barks at everything. He's always fucking cruising around. He was fighting.
He does not feel to be 4 pounds.
No,
I've used to use a 4-pound sludge at work all the time, and he's not 4 pounds.
No,
that ain't a 4-pounder.
No. He's smaller than that.
Yeah, he's just a little fella.
Yeah, he's tiny, but it's funny because him and Clyde will play my big pit bull and shit. And they were playing today. I was just listening to them.
It must be really funny, like Tom and Jerry getting along though.
Yeah, that's exactly what it was. Because Clyde, I think he forgot how big Clyde was or something. Because like Clyde must have batted him a little bit. So I heard a little yell, and then it was Clyde kind of just walked off a minute. Then they started playing again. It was fun. It was cute.
Yeah.
If I had the vision, I would have taken a video of it. Y'all would have loved that. It was pretty cool. It was like a David and Goliath type shit. So sorry.
So this are those little Turk pearls in the peak?
Yeah. Get a little
okay.
2 millimeters, dude.
That's a 2 millimeter?
It's 2 millimeters. It's so small.
I guess. Yeah, it looks about right. Oh, we got viewers. Hold the phone.
Who is on?
We got. Oh, I got to scroll. We got Washed OTF Vaughn says hi.
What's up?
How's it going, Washed OTF Vaughn?
Yeah.
Mo Manic Meds.
What's up, Mo Manic?
Picture is sideways.
Nice. Thanks for stopping by, y'all. Yo, sorry we've been fucking not on point, dude. I've been sick as shit, dude. You know. So
yeah, the camera's messed up. You know, I don't know how to switch my settings. I'm kind of new to the technology a bit here, so I apologize for that. Just kind of got to, panoramic view it, I suppose.
Yeah, I'm not sure. My eyes don't do that. How's everybody doing, though, man? What do y'all
Washed OTF Vaughn says, you play Fortnite. No, I do not. Alyssa, are y'all stoners?
Of course we are. Where the fuck's the weed?
Yes.
Yeah,
we got a Puffco Peak, a Puffco Proxy,
fucking
True Leaf True Pods,
yeah,
a couple of joints here somewhere. I mean,
you definitely you pissed on the right tree when it comes to stuff.
Yes,
I mean, I'm wearing a fucking zigzag hat. Like, yeah, you definitely.
Yes, we are cannabis enthusiasts,
growers, and smokers, users, consumptioners.
Washed OTF Vaughn, I am 12. Chill. I'm sorry, sir. I didn't realize, but our video is not for children.
It's not. Yeah, 18 or over.
That's what we're trying to. That's our main audience here. I'm sorry about that. I just don't know Fortnite. I'm old. My bad.
Yeah, I apologize about that. Yeah,
wasn't trying to offend. Alyssa, hell yeah, brother. I wish I could, but I just got home from surgery yesterday. All right, well, we'll smoke one for you, then, Alyssa. We're gonna light one up for you now.
We're gonna fucking dab for you, girl. Damn.
Okay, Washed OTF Vaughn. We're cool, dude. We're cool. I just, it's a little on the time delay here. I wasn't trying to, be upset with you or nothing. Just clarifying. Yeah. A little confused.
Yeah.
But yeah, you just have a good day though, man. Stay in school, kid. Have your vegetables.
Play your video games, dude.
Fortnite, I've heard it's pretty cool. I can't quite keep up with it.
I can't see to do it, bro. I'm blind, so like.
Alyssa says, "Light it for me, my friends. All love here. Love y'all's tattoos."
Thank you.
Says to Tony, you too. All right, well, I just walked to it. All right, so we're gonna spark one for Alyssa here.
We're doing it. Hey, happy
old school doobies.
I'm gonna hold your I hope your fucking surgery went well there, huh? I mean, fuck.
Yes, wish you
I'm sending wicked green vibes your way. Fucking green vibes. Green vibes your way, lass. That's what we're doing. Went Irish on that for a minute. I figured I'd bring
nothing wrong with that. Start your fucking car on, are you?
Start your fucking car. Yeah, you want to know what we're going to do? Like, hey, I guess there's a big thing going on now where everybody's talking about up in Boston. It's a big TikTok thing where everybody up there right now is talking about throw them in the harbor. Everybody's throw them in the fucking harbor. What are you doing with the Tesla? Put them in the fucking harbor.
Nice.
Dude, it's awesome.
Bring it back.
Yes,
bring it back.
Bring it back the harbor, dude. Throw them in the fucking harbor.
All right, this one's for Alyssa.
It is. Alyssa, this one's for you, hon. Thanks for stopping by. Did you like and subscribe? That'd be fucking cool. I don't know. I don't know how to fucking tell who is or who isn't. You know what I mean?
Yeah, Alyssa had some vomiting and said she has THC for after. Well, that's good. You just wish you recovery.
Hopefully a fucking speedy recovery. Definitely come watch us for sure. Keep in touch.
Washed OTF Vaughn says I'll never smoke. Well, that's good. It's not good for your lungs, especially tobacco. There's probably,
even worse, yeah.
I'm not trying to promote cannabis for people under the age of 18 or 21, whatever's applicable in your state.
Yep.
But, just.
I would say keep on the path you're going if you're not a smoker, man, and just get done with school. Get that shit taken care of for sure, because that's a big thing now, man. You
gotta have the education.
You need that kid for sure.
And if you're using video games, you don't have hands for drugs, and that's a good thing.
Yeah, that's not a bad thing.
Nothing wrong with video games. Wasn't trying to clown on you or nothing. I used to play some Grand Theft Auto all the time myself. I'm just kind of fell behind a bit.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, let's just subscribe to us. We got a new subscriber.
Thank you.
Well, this one's for you. We usually do a hit for a subscriber or a dab. We'll probably dab for you also. We've got a giveaway coming up pretty soon. I don't know why I was handing you the phone.
I was just about to say, I don't know if are you a grower at all, Alyssa? if you're a grower, I'll send you some genetics just, as a get well present, you know what I mean? Not counting the giveaway, whenever we get that thing going. I'll hook you up.
Yeah, it's always good, a little hobby for recovery, something, around the house just to do something,
Yeah. Well, I made a cherry bubblicious. So, like I said, if you are a grower, Alyssa, I'll send you that as a get well present. You know what I mean? I have no problem with that. I show the love to whoever needs it, especially in the cannabis community. We're a close knit community. What state are you at in, Alyssa?
That she's in Michigan.
You're fucking.
Wait, she's on her own time, currently in Michigan, but lives between here and Indiana. Okay, so 2 places. All right.
That's
cool.
what's up. Fuck yeah. I got a bunch of friends out there in Michigan, man. Goliath Grower out there. I don't know if you know him on YouTube. Fucking Johnny Coughs from the Chronic Smokers. He's out there and shit. Michiganja Mooks. I know I used to go up to Michigan a lot, man.
Sure.
Last time I was out there was for Cannapalooza, and that was down in Hubbard Lake. We went to Cannapalooza. I'm from Boston, so we drove out there from Mass.
Michigan's where her good grow is, and Indiana's where the family is. All right, so
I'll send them. Are you in
Michigan for the grow? Is it outdoor or indoor? I mean, are you saying higher latitude is recommended for a better grow? Because I kind of assumed it was a tropical, but I'm still new to this.
It's not, like I told you before, not necessarily tropical. Like Colorado is some of the best weed I've ever grown because there's no humidity, there's no nothing. And
Alaska with all the sunlight,
and the elevation is fucking grand. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The grows I've done in Rado are some of the best grows I've done, I have to say. But no, yeah, DM me up. DM Crabs at the Dab Slab, Alyssa. And like I said, I'll shoot you some genetics to get up there in Michigan or Indiana, wherever you are.
It's indoor at the moment when we're outdoors, but we'll get wild animals in your yard. Yeah, you don't really want that. Then you got, the deer, stoned freaking raccoon and deer hanging out, playing hacky sack, drum circles and whatnot, I mean, it's better to keep it indoor anyway.
When I was growing outdoors up in Maine, man, I'd go outside, there'd be like 4 or 5 fucking deer just munching away on that shit. Dude, they love the weed. I'm like, man, this is fucking nuts.
Yeah.
Now, what part of Michigan, Alyssa? I got friends up in
she does a rabbit ate her stash off the porch.
Oh, bitch.
Oh, jeez.
I mean, fuck, I'd be pissed, but the rabbit,
probably had a pretty good time.
I was about to say the rabbit probably was like kind of cool with it.
You might have more rabbits coming by your yard then, it might tell some friends.
Yeah.
It reminds me of that book, it's one of my childhood favorites. It's well known in some circles. Maybe some people have heard of it. If you give a moose a muffin. It was awesome. You're familiar with that? Yes. Okay. All right. I didn't know if that was just like a random one that I knew or something, or like it was. I didn't know if it was as mainstream as like the Little Engine That Could, or Where the Wild Things Are.
It wasn't necessarily as mainstream, but I've read the book.
It was pretty good.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay, she's in Detroit.
Oh, that's what's up.
Nice. Motor City.
Yeah, like I said,
watched OTF Vaughn says hi again, so he's back.
Hell yeah.
All right.
Like I said, send me a DM and I'll get some stuff out to you. I'll get some genetics out to you for sure.
She left some rabbit food and water for it when it was fully aware of its being.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
That's cool.
It kind of reminds me of like a small scale Steve French episode in Trailer Park Boys, like, oh, this big mountain lion's been all stoned, strung out on weed. We got to wean him off the weed, go down smaller amounts, give him some cat food. He'll be okay. Just a little bit of water. He's good.
Yeah.
Watched OTF Vaughn, Miami. All right. We are also in Florida, but an undisclosed location.
Yeah, we are in Florida.
I've been to Miami. It's okay. It's nice.
What do you got going on down there, homie? Down there in fucking
animals are going to eat my stuff.
In the MIA. I like to meet growers, bro. So fucking, like I said, like and subscribe, homie. Fucking, maybe one day we can all meet up and get stony. You never know, bro. Like I said, Florida's Florida, dude. I love meeting people while that watch the show.
Alyssa says she likes animals, but wants to make sure they're okay when they eat your stuff. Well, no, me too, of course. I mean,
Well,
usually they're okay. I mean, I don't think any animals have overdosed on marijuana like people haven't.
I'm gonna put it to you like this, Alyssa. I got a pit bull, and it's let it slide, Clyde. This motherfucker smokes as much weed as I do. He eats. I'll let him into my grow room. This motherfucker will be grabbing buds off my fucking plants, just munching away. He doesn't even want milk bones.
Watched OTF Vaughn goes dirt bike riding on the road. My bad, you keep going.
Yeah, so I'm sitting there, and I'll come downstairs with a handful of leaves, and he doesn't want milk bones. He sits pretty. I didn't even teach him to raise his paw, but somehow this fucking guy puts his paw up. But yeah, he loves cannabis.
Okay, OTF Vaughn says he rides his dirt bike on the road. It's fun. I used to ride motorcycles a bit. I mean, just make sure it's it's licensed, registered, and always wear a helmet. Okay.
Oh,
make sure you always wear a helmet. Try not doing any crazy stunts. You know what I mean? Like listen to just try to be mindful of traffic. You know what I mean?
My buddy's got a scrambler, man. Those things are pretty cool. That's like the street legal dirt bike.
Okay, I thought you were talking about the radar.
No, it's a Ducati scrambler, and it's a road dirt bike, so he can like drive on the road and then just dip off the side into a fucking trail. You know what I mean?
Okay,
it's a pretty badass.
Watched OTF Vaughn says he does it in a big group. Okay, he's in one of them crews. Okay, I see them videos all the time on YouTube. It looks like a fun time, but sometimes they get a little bit reckless, though, like maybe not the ones in Miami. I've seen some in like Atlanta and stuff. It gets pretty wild.
Yeah, doing some badass shit though.
It gets wild, but I mean, it gets somewhat reckless too. The cops sometimes don't care about other people's safety, and they get too close and they get to chase or get reckless. I mean, you don't want to get hurt. I've been in a few accidents myself.
I lived in Tampa for a long time, dude, over on the West Coast, and back then in the early 2000s on Gandy Boulevard, like every Friday and Saturday night, they would have street races. Like literally cars would be on the boulevard and bikes and shit, just fucking. It was almost like Fast and the Furious, you know what I mean? Because like literally cops would come and everybody would just haul ass and go, It was. I want to say it was actually when they came out.
Alyssa says she has a big Maine Coon cat, and smokes, sits on her lap, waits for catnip and stuff.
Hell yeah.
Pretty cool. A Maine Coon cat. That's a pretty larger cat,
It's one of the biggest breeds.
No, it is. I mean, it's like a bobcat. It's like a small bobcat, pretty much. I mean, they're pretty tough. Those. I like. I'm not a huge cat person. Those are pretty good. I kind of like the Hemingway cats, the little six-toed little fellas there.
Yeah. I was talking about this the other day. Like, I'd like to have like a pack of cats that I could train as like almost like murder cats. You know what I mean? Just have like ninja cats or something that you could just, because cats are meat, like with their claws, they fuck shit up. And if you can get them in a group to do that as like protector cats, like keep them outside on your crop so like no animals come around there and you got protector cats.
All right, watched OTF Vaughn says he's been to Atlanta. There's a group of like 200 people, a whole bunch of cops. They get dangerous. Atlanta, especially certain parts of the city. It's rough. Police don't show up. Let it slide. Clyde's kind of relaxing right now.
Yeah, he's over here just chilling.
But he wants to see it. We might be able to angle the camera for a second.
Yeah. See if you can fucking.
Alyssa says she likes our energy and wants cats that can do that.
Me too.
Yes.
Me too.
I want crows, ravens.
Ravens
I've heard if you give them treats, that they will start bringing you gifts, and if you can try to show that you want green pieces of paper, they'll find dropped money and stuff, and things like that, and pick on your enemies and stuff. You got a neighborhood bully that'll chase him off his bike.
Yeah.
Now move for a second to show Let It Slide Clyde.
There he is.
He's ready for his close up. He's just chilling. He's chilling. His eyes are open, but he's just being lazy.
You see his collar? It says 420. Got weed leaves on it and shit.
There he goes. All right, back to the shows.
Yeah. He's a pretty big, pothead. He's cool though. He loves it. He's got a bad hip, so I do it for his hip pretty much.
OTF Bot says bye. Have a good day.
Yeah, man. Have a good one, bro. Thanks for stopping by, brother.
Alyssa says Clyde's cute.
Thanks.
You hear that, Clyde? You got a fan.
You got a fan, bro. He is a dog of the people, man. Like, he looks kind of mean when he looks at you, but this dude, like, he'll get up in your fucking lap. He thinks he's a goddamn chihuahua.
Yeah, no, like with Scooby Doo or something.
does,
You know,
yeah.
like here's a noise, jumps in your lap. Like, no, dude, you are
Uh-huh.
heavy. You're bulky. Like,
Dude.
no. Alyssa wants to come to Florida and smoke. So maybe we'll see.
Well, and hey, if you're
I
down in
mean-
the area, man, fucking hit
Yes.
us up, dude.
We want to keep the Fortress of Solitude, an undisclosed location, live. But yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I'm down to smoke with pretty much anybody. But yeah, definitely DM us on Crabs and the Dab side. Like I said, I'll get some genetics out to you just for hope and helping
Three
recovery.
people on right now.
Help, we're one.
Yeah, so we just got Alyssa and watch that to you, Buck.
Yeah, that's what's up. He's down in Miami, right?
Yeah. Well, there's the other dude. I think there was Mo Manic Meds and High something.
Yeah.
But I think they signed off or something.
Yeah,
I don't
probably
know.
fucking. It's cool. I like people to stop by and hang out, dude. You know what I mean? Like, hopefully you keep riding with us, Alyssa. That's fucking. I'm trying to think next time I go to Michigan. You know what I mean? Like I said, I still got a lot of friends up there in Alpena, Hubbard Lake. Where else? I forget where the moose.
Hello, Moto.
Go.
I don't know if Taylor's a city there or not, but it's like a couple hours away from like Hubbard Lake and shit. My buddy used to live up in Rogers City and up there. It's nice, man. I like Michigan.
Okay, Mo Manic Meds is back. Strawberry Smoke.
Strawberry smoke. I like it.
Alyssa says that's good. We're keeping the Bat Cave not public information.
Well, yeah.
So of course,
It's the secret layer. Well, we're in the Sunshine State, and a lot of the shit we do, you're not really supposed to be doing. So.
This isn't my first rodeo.
Yeah. been around the block a couple times. I got a big F, on my jacket. So yeah, it's always better to be safe and sorry. Momanic, man, what's good, guy? What the fuck are you burning on? You said some strawberry. Is it some cough or is it just a strawberry fucking cross or some hybrid?
I just put a strawberry up and some smoke clouds. I'm not fluent in like the emoji, the hieroglyphics. It's going back to ancient Egyptian times.
It actually is. Is the where the fuck's the puck at? I think, right?
It's over here. My bad. We're joint's still going.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, I fucking didn't have any idea.
My bad.
Yeah, my vision's fucked. For all you guys know, Momanics, you know this, but Alyssa, man, I'm visually impaired. Like, I got nothing out of my left eye, and I see about 25. I can see shadow out of my right eye, no color and shit. So sometimes you'll see me trying to grab some shit that I just can't fucking find. It'd be right in front of me.
Yeah, Alyssa's got room in her apartment. 7 a.m. to fit the vibes. Right on.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
But Mac Med says Straw Picana and RKS.
Dude, I like where your head's at, Momanic. That sounds fucking gorgeous. I can't wait to try these whiskey Zulus I got, man. Fucking.
Oh, dude, those are looking nice.
Oh, bro,
those are looking nice.
I showed Squid this morning, man. Dude, you touched one of the nugs, your fingers are just fucking oily and fucking terpy as fuck. You walk upstairs, Squid was like, "Oh my fuck."
Yep.
I can't
Very
wait.
pleasant.
Yeah,
very
I
pleasant.
can't wait. I got a rosin press, man. I'm gonna rosin some. My girl, like, she likes her flower. I like it all, but I like extracts too. So I'm gonna fucking, I'll leave a plant for her to smoke flower. We can smoke flower. You know what I'm saying? Me, you, her, and, the family and shit. But I want rosin press, bro. I want rosin press a lot. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I want
It'll keep better. It'll keep longer.
It'll keep longer.
Yeah. I mean. Not that it's going to last a long time, but like, probably, I don't know.
Well, with the way that's turning out right now, it's still got probably about 3 weeks. With the oil that's on there right now, we'll get a good turn on to the press. You know what I mean?
I mean, I didn't really, study how much volume of flour you got there. I just know that it looks nothing at all like what mine looks like. It's just like, it's like, why don't mine look like that? Well, because you weren't paying attention.
I couldn't be a dick, and I was just like, "Well, you're not me, Squid." I mean, that's all I could say. I was like, "It's his first grow, man." And I'll tell you one thing, man. For what I can tell, and I had my old lady look at it. Missy looked at it, and she said they look good. You know what I mean? You just, like I said before, you took a little too much off, and do a little bit different with your training. You know what I mean? Because you saw the one in the front. You see all those it was just a whole top of bud. You know what I mean? You saw how that was. That was
Yes.
from the training, the way I trained it. You'll get it, dude. But for
Yeah.
your first grow, man, I think it's gonna come out pretty goddamn good myself, dude. And I can't wait to try it.
No, I can't hear it. It smells like it's going to be
Yeah.
some awesome
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah.
I mean, like that's fragrant.
Yeah, it was the super lemon haze I gave you, right? The clones.
Yes.
I almost forgot. Super lemon haze. That's what it was. Yeah.
Alyssa said she's got a sublime tapestry along with some other ones that fit, the LED lights and the smoke group of the atmosphere.
Perfect.
Sounds pretty cool.
Yeah,
nice,
I like
nice
it.
little
Sounds chill as
vibe.
fuck. Yeah.
I'm listening. She's listening. She's looking for her pen. All right. Well, you try to find your pen. Make sure
You
you
should-
follow the doctor's orders, though.
Yeah. A pet.
Somewhat. I mean, I don't know what
I
kind of
don't know.
surgery it was.
Yeah,
I mean, maybe like if you cough, it could
Yeah.
tear a stitch. Who knows?
Who knows? Yeah, I don't know. Momentic, man, what you got in the garden, guy? Something nice, I guarantee it. I guarantee. See, I always got to remember that they can hear us, but there's a little bit of a lag for them to answer back. 'Cause
Slightly.
I'm asking questions, waiting. I'm like, why the fuck aren't they answering? And then I'm like, oh yeah, there's a tad bit of a fucking.
Well, that and they got to write it
They
out.
gotta write it exactly. I'm like, well, why the fuck are you? Like, come on, answer, god damn it. Yeah, well, hey, what's the weather like up there in Detroit right now, Alyssa? My buddy, like I said, he called me on my birthday at the beginning of the month, man. He said that,
Probably like 45.
well, yeah, he said they had just gotten snow and an ice storm and shit.
Oh,
remember
this
we were
late?
on YouTube?
Yeah.
we
no.
were on YouTube. Remember?
Right. You're right.
They had just gotten snow and fucking like an ice storm. That was about a week ago.
It's almost May.
I know.
Dude.
Yeah, I know.
No.
Yeah, dude.
No.
Yeah, dude. Like I said, I'm from Mass, man, but I don't think I'll probably ever live up there again. Unless global warming happens and like it becomes tropical up there, you won't see my ass back
It
up
seems
there.
like it's starting to shift a little more
Yeah.
than what we used to.
Well, we
You
don't
know
get,
what I mean?
like before. I've been down here about 5 years now, just about four or five. It doesn't really seem like that long, does it? I've been down here almost 5 years. It doesn't seem like that long. I came down when COVID first hit, 2021.
Yeah, I guess so.
It was, yeah. Holy shit.
Jeez.
But we weren't getting
Good time
snow.
is flying.
Yeah, dude, we weren't getting. We barely get snow up in Mass. You know what I mean? It's mostly still fucking cold. Don't get me wrong, still fucking colder than a witch's titty, but the snow is not there anymore. I remember growing up, man, as a kid, there'd be snow. We'd get snow drifts up to the second story windows, and you'd be fucking literally taking your sled and sliding out the second story window, hanging the fuck out. You know,
Yeah.
like.
Alyssa's saying some things that are starting to confuse me
What?
slightly here. Oh, damn it. I just messed this up here. Hold on. You said her doctor said no flour, but she can use her pen because it's medical. In Michigan, there's no flour for medical. It's only vapes and pens.
No, they have flour.
Or it's just confusing. You can't have flour, but you can use a pen.
No, well, I don't understand that either. But yeah, no, flour. It's a rec state, dude. They have flour, edibles, wax, shit. They're wax.
Maybe
cheap,
they
bro.
just say no flour because it's a doctor and they're trying to, oh, you can't smoke anything. You're not supposed to smoke. Period.
I was just about to say
not
that.
tobacco, not
Yeah,
marijuana, not cloves.
I was just about to say it was probably
Maybe
the
it's
carcinogenic smoke. That's probably what it is compared to a vapor. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, Manic Med says White Widow and RKS, BX White Widow, Rosetta Stone. Alyssa says just came back yesterday for surgery because that's for my doctors.
Yeah.
All right. Well, Manic says White Widow, Tropicana, BX, Rosetta Stone. Yeah.
I'll tell you one thing, bro.
Sorry if that was confusing.
Yeah.
No, it wasn't really confusing.
No.
It was just, short-term memory loss,
Yeah, Momanic, dude. I used to love growing White Widow just for the fact that motherfucker just like literally you will just have fucking structure going, stems just fucking shooting everywhere, dude. Like you do one top, yeah, you do one top and there's like 6 fucking stems come out. Like you haven't grown White Widow yet. Like I'll get some, see if I can get some Widow or something so you can grow it. It's a good like first strain to grow because they go fucking nuts, dude. Like literally the old White Widow. I mean, it's been overbred so much, Momanic. I don't know anymore. But back in the day when it wasn't so overly bred, like late '90s and shit, the fucking
Whoa, that is smooth.
the
That is fresh.
the what the fuck was I talking? Oh yeah, the old White Widow, like back in the late '90s and shit, man. First top, there'd be like 4 that pop out.
What this says, the pen I have helps me with my anxiety attacks and stuff. That's why they allowed it. Plus, not a big surgery, just a mass removal.
Yeah.
Okay, so you'll probably be, up and at him in a week or so.
About
if that.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely.
If not tomorrow, who knows? I'm not a doctor, but I do play one on TV.
Yeah, exactly.
Cliche. I just had to say it. Man, I'm still trying a nose pinch and citrus burnt wires. Still trying a nose pinch and citrus and burnt wires. Huh.
Say what?
Momanic says I'm trying to still a nose pinching citrus and burnt wires.
Okay.
I was having a hard time reading or talking. It was just something.
Yeah. Yeah, I think you can do it, bro.
It says, sadly, it was not my favorite surgery. LMAO. I hated being sick after.
Yeah, I'm not good sick, dude. I had to apologize to Squid the other day, dude, because like I was wicked short, man. I felt like shit. I'm like, dude, it's not you, bro. I'm like, I'm sorry, man. I was being a dick to everybody.
If you're freaking hugging a toilet or something, and somebody's asking you questions, like, you're having like, coffee and a donut or some shit, it's just like, dude, go away, like, stop, like, or something, it's just, it happens.
I apologized to my whole household. The old lady was like, man, you were being a wicked dick, and I'm like, I don't feel good, like, but I'm not good at not feeling good. I don't get sick that often.
Yeah, it's like when you do, it's like all the endorphins or serotonin. It's just gone. It's just like, now this is my like 3 days a year to be an asshole.
Well,
like,
it's weird. The shit that's going on down here, it's like a roller coaster because I felt like shit one day. Next day, I was ready to fucking run the goddamn Boston Marathon, and then I didn't feel good again, and then I didn't really feel that great this morning, but I don't feel bad right now. But who knows what's going to happen in an hour? It's fucking odd.
Yeah.
It is. It's just weird. It's one of those weird things, but it's not like the other day, like yesterday or it was either yesterday or the day before. Every dab I took, I puked. It was fucking horrible. I would cough so hard that I would just fucking literally vomit. I had to go to the bathroom, but I ate one of the 500 milligram pills, dude, and that shit knocked me on my ass. And that's the next day is when I felt awesome because I ate it at like 2:30, 3 o'clock. I was fucking done for, dude. I slept all night. I took my sleeping mask. I slept all fucking night. I woke up the next day, ate some breakfast. I'm like, I'm ready to go. I'm ready to conquer the fucking world. It's
a weird little funk, It's nothing bad. It's really more of like in the morning.
It's lethargic. It's more lethargic.
It's drained of energy.
Yes.
Kind of nauseous.
Yes.
But not throwing up exactly.
But you're hungry as fuck, dude. I was so goddamn hungry, but every time I ate, I started to feel nauseous.
For me, it was almost like a hangover, but I know I'm not drinking, so it's just weird. It's like, why do I wake up with my head hurting and everything's spinning, and it just feels weird for an hour, and then it goes away.
It's funny to me, dude. Like I gave Missy one of the 500 milligrams. We split one, and she woke up the next morning, and she was like, "I can't."
Well, it says she gets sick and takes a long time for her to get out of her. Gets sick easily too.
Well, she the weed hangovers, man. And I'm thinking to myself,
oh, they are real. They are real.
Of course they are. But
yes.
I'll tell you, I will take 7 days of weed hangovers comparative to 1 day of an alcohol
I mean, a weed hangover ain't nothing.
Nothing.
It's
No,
just,
that's all. You're just tired.
it's just, hey man, I don't gotta smoke as much today. I'm just still high. You know, that's
Exactly.
all it
That's
pretty
all
much
it
is.
is. Like I'll take
An alcohol hangover
It's
for me is
horrible.
the whole room spin. You can't hold
Everything
anything down.
sucks.
Your mouth's dry. You're chugging water, throwing
Yep.
up, stomach hurts. I mean,
Everything sucks. You're mad at everybody.
yeah. Every time you go, I'm not gonna do this again. 5 hours later, you got a bottle of Goldschlager down. You know, you stole a
Yep.
rascal at the Walmart, and who knows?
Yep. It's been a really, 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 really long time since I've drank, and I don't miss it.
Yeah,
I don't miss it
no.
at all. I don't miss it at all, dude. I
No,
smoke a lot of herb. That's my thing. You know.
it's so much better, so much more fun. I mean, like nobody has a bad day and smokes a bunch of pot and then freaking, like
Yeah.
hits somebody or yells or you smoke too
Never,
much
dude.
pot and then you fall asleep. You eat too much food.
I know you have yet to
Like,
experience cannabis events, but I've been in cannabis events all over the United States, and I'll tell you one thing: I have never seen an argument nor a fight. I've bumped into people,
Yeah.
and then somebody tell me like, "Holy fuck, I am so sorry for standing. I shouldn't have been standing in your way, man. I'm sorry. I didn't mean for you to bump into me." And then you're like, "Oh no, dude, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to bump." And then the next thing you know,
Yeah.
you're hanging out for an hour, smoking a couple joints. You know.
yeah, exactly.
But say everybody there that was drinking, you bump into me,
Oh,
there's
yeah.
a 98.9% chance I'm going to hit you.
Oh, dude, of course. I
I'm
mean,
gonna
that's
fucking-
alcohol
I'm gonna
makes
dump
you
you,
mad. I
yeah.
mean, think about like just in terms of crimes. I mean, terminology. A bar fight. That's as common as a DUI or a speeding ticket. It happens all the damn time.
I've never seen a
You
fight.
don't hear of
in
anybody getting into a fist fight, because they're both passing a joint. Hey man, the joint's a little too wet. Yeah, well, fuck, no.
I've been to a lot of lounges.
In a Cheech and Chong cartoon or something.
You don't ever see fights at the lounges, bro.
No, it's just like, oh, you freaking, you hit my stuff, you spit up on the freaking bong or something, clean that and I'll pack a new one, who cares?
Yep.
It's not like, oh, dude, you knocked my drink over, I'm going to bust this bottle over your head. Here you go. Nope. I mean, I don't know. When I was younger, everybody was drinking. It was kind of fun. But
I can't do
now it's like, you have a 6-pack and you're hungover for 3 days. You don't feel right. For 2 days it's bad. The next day it's just like, did I catch the flu? What's going on?
Why do I feel like shit and everybody hates me?
Yes. Yeah, like you end up thinking you might be a werewolf or something. You go to the nearest gas station, everybody looks at you like, you got some nerve showing your face around here, pal. Like,
yep.
What did I do next? What did I do last time? You don't remember?
I don't know how many times I've called my friends up in the morning time. They'd be like, "Why are you calling me?" Oh, well, why am I calling you? Oh, you don't remember anything, do you? Nope. Call me in a week, dude. Fucking like, oh,
Yeah.
fuck.
A whole week I was that bad. You were worse. You were worse.
You were worse than that.
Yeah.
Dude. Yes, it's crazy. I don't miss it.
No, I don't either. It's not fun.
Mm-mm.
I mean, it's just a very hard addiction to break, I mean,
yeah.
I'd honestly say if I wasn't a cannabis user, I'd probably still be drinking,
Yeah.
Like,
Well, I remember you drinking, bro. It's like you've grown a lot since the first time I met you.
Yeah.
Fucking wild. You were wild, man.
Alyssa says we have good conversations. Says so many stoners that boring conversations. Well, I mean, we're trying here.
Yeah,
I mean?
Yeah. Hey, make sure you turn the bell on, Alyssa. It'll fucking,
Yeah, so every time we have a new video, notification pops up. Just you can follow the latest content we have here. Right now, we're trying to get enough people on here to do a giveaway. We only got 3 viewers, and we're one of them.
Yeah, so I mean, maybe we'll do it 420. 420. Well, we're doing it in the middle of the day, dude. It sucks because he lives an hour away. From me. I live an hour away, so daytime's the easiest time for us to do this unless it's a weekend. But there's a day that's coming up. It's a good day.
On the 20th.
20th.
All right.
The 20th. people will be off work and people will definitely be smoking. You know, it's a better content. I wish we. Sucks, man. I wish we had a teleporter, dude. Why haven't you built a teleporter yet?
Well, my patents keep getting rejected.
Is
I
that what
can't
it
quite
is?
get a loan at the office. The bank,
Yeah,
they
it's really
keep
sad.
saying, why do you need, like 500 grand? Mensa, they've revoked
Did they
my
revoke
grant
it?
applications.
Did they really?
Yeah. I had one, and then they were like,
I
you had,
forgot about that. Yeah,
after that last,
Yeah.
your last blackout, your IQ probably dropped 30 points, and now you no longer
that's right.
qualify.
That's right. I forgot about that.
One
I
of those
forgot- I
things.
forgot about that. Yeah. Damn it, dude. Because then we could do night shows when people are actually off from work and hanging out. You know what I mean? We
Yeah.
we may
Well-
have to go.
Hang on a
Maybe
second.
we can find a secret fucking place, dude, to get this to build a transporter, dude.
Or,
What?
hang on a second, dude. This is gonna sound crazy, all right?
How crazy?
But I'm trying to think. Well, maybe I should be hospitalized. I'm joking. But pretty out there, okay? But think about it. Where we're at globally, okay? As the globe is a sphere, all right?
Yes.
What is on the exact other side of where Florida would be?
I want to say it's part of Mexico. I don't know what part.
No, dude. Mexico is south of us. If you say the whole globe was an orange, all right, and we got a bamboo skewer like for a shish kebab.
Are you talking about on the other side of the
Yes,
world?
the other side of the globe.
Okay.
Okay, like the other
I know what you're saying.
doing
I'm
a
trying to picture.
180 around.
I'm trying to picture it. It's like, well, right when you said if you stick the thing through Florida, where would it pop out on the other side?
On the other side, yeah.
I don't know. I'm not sure.
I believe it would either be China or Russia, or it would be part of an ocean near there.
I'm guessing more ocean than anything because you got to think Russia would be over here.
No, it would probably be like the Philippines or something. Maybe. Because it would be
closer
lower.
to,
It wouldn't be up,
No, well, because Russia would be.
It would be
up
close
here.
to the equator
Yes,
if you're
Russia
going
would be
straight
over
through.
here.
Yeah.
I
mean, it would be close to the equator,
say
but it would
islands.
be below the equator.
I want to say islands. It would either be islands or
Australia?
No, islands or ocean. Islands or ocean.
Not Australia, though. Positive.
No.
Okay, maybe like
Australia
the
would be
Philippines or
over.
like
Australia
Malaysia.
would be over here. Yes.
Maybe Indonesia, Philippines, Thailand, Malaysia, something more like that. Like Vietnamish.
Lower Asia.
Okay, so we're gonna do a little bit of study on this furious hypothesis.
Yes,
okay.
Yes.
But what I'm thinking is, well, shit. Right now, that ain't gonna work, because I was thinking if we did like a 12-hour reverse, it's like 1 in the afternoon, 2 in the afternoon. That would make it 2 at night over there.
Over there, 2 in the morning.
So if we're thinking at 5, 6 in the afternoon after work, where would that be on the globe? If we go time zones back.
Well, you got to think. What
England?
Europe
England
is 7 hours ahead. I want to say, or 6 hours ahead. So.
Yeah, over there. Yeah, Europe.
It would be like midnight, 1 o'clock. Let's say 6 o'clock our time. Be about midnight.
Okay, so
I'll tell you
they're
one
just
thing.
off of work, probably having dinner now.
I'm gonna put it to you like this: we had a couple when I was on the Chronic Smokers with Johnny Coughs. We had a couple people, more than a couple people that used to watch from Europe, but we did a lot of our shows at night. But it was like early morning their time. You know what I mean? So they're watching us at like 3 or 4 in the morning, and it's like 7 over here.
To get back on my original point, I was thinking just like find out where we would be prime time when we're going live, usually statistically speaking, and try to learn that regional dialect, through what are those
Rosetta
fucking apps?
Stone,
Rosetta Stone or
Duolingo,
freaking Duolingo, that kind of stuff, whatever. Learn that language so we're able to broadcast to them, get them viewers for prime time, and have the giveaway. Just we've got so much stuff, we're drowning in it. You know what I mean? We're just trying to give it away.
On here so we can do it.
We promised this to get our subscribers Everybody
Once we hit
subscribed.
50, yeah.
And now we just want to
give shit away.
we just want to give it away because we said we are going to, and everybody subscribed.
We got multiple different strains.
You make a promise, keep a promise, you know?
Yep.
Just
yeah. Do the damn thing and pass it along. So we can get a good. But no, the weekend will be better. And like I said, it sucks that when I'll look into StreamYards too, because like I said, StreamYards, me and you could literally do shows in the evening. You know what I mean? Because it's the same way that we did it with Johnny. Remember when we did with Johnny? He was up in Michigan and we were down here doing a show. Me and you could do that.
Yeah.
So we could do a nighttime show. You know?
The proxy now.
Oh yeah. We could do a later show to get more people, man. I thank y'all for showing up, man. You guys are fucking great, dude. Well, man, he's always killing it, dude. He's always.
Alyssa says, "Okay, I have a serious question."
Well,
all right. So what's the question?
I'm a little bit nervous about this, dude. I feel like I'm getting put on the spot here, dude. Does the proxy have the light on it like the peak does?
Yes. Pretty much it's a kind of band that goes around.
Yeah.
This is like one of my favorite debates sometimes, but what is y'all's favorite cookie and why?
Okay. You want to go first?
You go first. I'm kind of contemplating. I got so many.
My favorite cookie is definitely a fucking snickerdoodle. And this is because I'm a huge fan of cinnamon sugar. So snickerdoodle is my favorite cookie.
Not bad, I mean, it's a classic.
My second would be peanut butter.
Yeah,
but just because I love peanut butter, dude.
Those are both pretty good,
dude,
but
that mine is definitely snickerdoodle.
I don't know.
Can you pick one?
I can. It's slightly different though. I mean, like,
what do you?
If you were thinking of like a chocolate chip cookie, okay, you use like Heath bar bits, chocolate and that crushed up toffee, kind of, and I don't know. Somehow it just blends and pairs really well, sort of. But also, snickerdoodle and peanut butter, those are all great. I mean, I eat all kinds of cookies. I
was about to say, I'm not diverse to really any cookie, but I like when I go to make infused. I like making infused snickerdoodles. Like whenever that's always my first go-to is snickerdoodle, just because I like cinnamon. Fuck, But gingerbread's really good too. Fuck. Yeah. Damn you, Alyssa. Yeah. Damn you, Alyssa. You got me all up in my head now.
She likes sugar cookies.
Sugar cookies.
See, they're good, also classic,
But there's so many different variants you can make. That's the thing. There's so many different variants of sugar.
But it's also like, in a good way, it's like, a little bit, basic vanilla, it's not like a crazy, like a weird niche cookie, I mean, it's like a real,
It's a hometown cookie.
Yeah.
Just fucking sugar cookie.
I mean, I mean, there's all kinds of ways to make them, but it's just one of those. It's just like, there's not a wrong way to make it. It's like a grilled cheese sandwich, of cookies. It's not, it's hard to explain, I don't know. I'm not a cookieologist.
I like sugar cookies. I did, but like I said, there's so many different ways, like a peanut butter cookie. There's not too many different. Oh, okay, well, not a peanut butter. I meant chocolate chip. There's not too many different ways to make peanut butter cookies.
Next question, she says.
Okay.
Hello, Moto.
Next question. It's kind of a little bit
favorite music types and why?
My favorite music. I'm a metalhead. I listen to hardcore. I've listened to hardcore since I was since I was real young. But I also like reggae. So I guess I listen to metal, reggae.
I think she's saying like favorite music type, like for each of us or something. Unless I don't know.
Well, mine would be metal. Like
No,
I'm a
yeah.
metalhead, and why I don't. I like the rhythm. I like the beats. I like the yells. I like the different changes in octaves from singing to screaming to growling, and I'm a big fan of the drums.
Just listen to a lot of Disturbed, Korn, Metallica, Nirvana.
Yeah,
It's a bit more. Yeah.
a
No.
little bit less harder than what I'm into. Like I said, I listen a lot more. What do they? I don't even know what they call it now. Screamo,
Genres. Oh,
screamo. Maybe I guess some people may call it.
maybe.
I don't know.
The
I've
music.
always known it as hardcore. You listen to hardcore, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, kind of. I don't know. The music I kind of go for is the 70s vinyl stuff, I guess. You know,
Yeah.
like
No, your music's great, dude. Your car is great. Your music.
Pink Floyd, Stones, Deep Purple, that kind of stuff.
I like you.
mean,
I'm not a big Stones fan. Dude.
all just all pretty much all bands, back in that era, kind
I'm
of.
not a big fan of rap.
No, I mean,
I don't listen to much rap. Me personally.
no, not a big fan.
No.
Hey, let's just. He recently went to see Rob Zombie though.
Nice.
Right on.
The last concert I
He's
went.
still doing music.
Yeah.
I thought he was just starting to do movies now.
No,
That's
dude.
all he was. I thought he was just directing
Yeah.
movies, like doing. He remade Halloween.
Mm-hmm. Dude, I went. Yeah, we saw fucking. Last concert I went to was Pantera and Lamb of God. That was.
And Alice Cooper, she says.
Yeah, Alice Cooper's great. I like
Yeah.
classic rock. Yeah, the Pantera show was
Yeah.
good, man.
Dude, it's wild though, man. Alice Cooper's been doing music for so long, though. I mean, like I saw a movie he was in. And he was already famous in like '78.
Yeah.
He was.
Yeah.
He was like a guest cameo in that shit, and I was just like, wow, really? Like this is such an old movie, and he's already like recognized up there with like Billboard artists and
Well,
shit.
yeah.
Like it was just it's crazy. I mean, like
I think I want to
50 years of fame.
They'll
Or
get a
something.
star.
That's
He's
wild.
in the
He's got to be.
he's in the Music Hall of Fame. Alice Cooper, I want to say.
That I mean, I'm sure he's got a lot of different acting credits and stuff too.
Well, yeah, like Henry Rollins, dude, from fucking Black Flag, dude.
Yeah, he's done a lot recently.
He's got a lot. Excuse me. He's been in a lot of movies, dude. He's actually got a PhD, man, in philosophy, bro. Did you know that?
I've heard that.
Yeah, he's got a
Yes.
PhD. He does spoken word now, man, which is awesome. I'd like to go check him out. I don't know if you guys like Black Flag from back in like the 70s and 80s, but Henry Rollins, man, he's a fucking very, very educated, smart individual, man. I'd like to hear his fucking spoken word live.
You know, else I heard has a bunch of like degrees that you might not suspect at first.
Who?
Dolph Lundgren. He's got like 4 or 5 PhDs, maybe 7 PhDs.
No shit.
I'm not trying to undersell him. I mean, this guy's got a
No,
whole lot of
no,
qualifications.
yeah, dude,
like,
that's what's up.
yeah, like a top Swedish scientist, plus an action star.
Yeah, no
Like
shit.
he's doing
No
everything.
shit, yeah.
Like I don't know. That's wild. Like
That's pretty fucking badass.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's really
like you
badass.
wouldn't suspect that, Like I mean, maybe 1 or 2 or something, but like from like accredited like European Ivy League schools like
Yeah.
University of Stockholm, shit
fucking
like that.
Oxford and shit. Yeah, no, that's pretty fucking. Damn, dude, I didn't know. Well, no, I knew that because you've told me that before, but I had forgotten. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's like that, or like the Keanu Reeves stories and stuff, or the Chuck Norris jokes. But it's like truth, though, like just.
Yeah. It's yeah, it's pretty cool. I'm progressively getting stoned.
Yes. Well, that's usually what happens
Yeah.
when you
When you
smoke marijuana,
Yeah.
and then you smoke some more marijuana,
Yeah,
and
and
then
then it just happened.
marijuana on top
That's
of
what
that.
fucked me up, dude, about them pills, dude. Them 500 milligrams. Because you'll eat one and then It usually takes me about an hour for edibles to really start kicking.
That
in.
one's like 3-4 hours,
It is.
and then it starts to creep on you, and it's just like, ooh.
And in that
ooh.
3 or 4 hours, though, you've already done about 4 or 5 dabs.
Yeah.
And, you got flour, you smoked a bong or two or something. So by the time it hits you, it's like a double fucking excuse me, a double whammy. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but it's kind of funny though, because it's like one of those things that it could lead to a funny incident. Like you could take one and not, be like, maybe it's not accurate. Maybe this isn't right. You take an extra one or two more, then it starts to hit, and it's like, oh no, like, buckle up, buddy. Like I don't know.
Buckle up, brother, cup. I mean, they work great.
Yeah, no.
I dabbed some, dude. I finally dabbed some. Have you tried it? Did you dab it yet? I dabbed some. I dabbed some of it. I opened up a pill, ate half of it, and put the other half in the Puffco.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah, dude. Burn fine, dude. Clean as fuck.
Okay.
Clean as shit.
I haven't dabbed it yet. I don't have any more, but I mean,
Clean.
But the taste, though, I mean, is it like...
Not bad.
Yeah.
Not bad.
Still a lot of terps? Like...
Not a lot of terps.
But it doesn't taste like a reclaim or something. It's not bad at all. Yeah, no. I mean, not that it is. I mean, it's not. It's definitely not. But just it's not.
I mean, not high profile, not high terp profile, but smooth hits, dude. Yeah.
No, I figured it would. I mean, I definitely.
It was clean.
I believe it.
When I held it up and looked at it, it almost, for my vision, what I could see,
it's just a smooth amber.
It seemed clear almost.
It was. Yeah, the amber may have just been like. The capsule itself, the caps, yeah,
they were pretty good. He did a good job on that. He makes good shit. I've never gotten wrong with Ghost, dude. Like nobody's like I've never gotten never gone wrong once in my life. He's like dealing with Steve. I've never gone wrong with Steve either. It may take a little minute, but your shit gets to where it needs to be. And
it's always reliable. It's 100%. Always good. It's always
100%. No worries whatsoever.
Top shelf quality.
Yeah, dude. It's awesome.
It's always top shelf quality. You can never go wrong with it.
It's phenomenal.
Yes.
Yeah,
it's hard to find those people.
Well, the gods granted. The gods gave us good luck on that one.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Definitely.
Yes, they did.
Ghost,
Alyssa did say she has so many videos and T-shirts, and her first concert, to be honest, of Rob Zombie and Alice Cooper. Right on. Yeah, I haven't really been to a lot of shows myself, like big ones, but
my first concert was Sick of It All and Agnostic Front. Yeah.
Okay.
Old punk bands.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. That was my first. Well, living in Boston, man, they had Rat Skillions and shit, and it was all hardcore bands that used to come there because we had the Boston hardcore scene. It was a big scene back in the 70s, 80s, early 90s. So a lot of big bands came through there. But you'd have to listen to them. Like a lot of the bands I would bring up, you guys probably did. You may know Squid, but a lot of other people may not really know too much. You know what I mean?
Alyssa said she'd like to go to more, but dislikes big crowds, sadly. I do too. It's just weird. I mean, I feel like you never know who's out there. People nowadays. It's like the worst dog is better than 97% of people out there. You go to a crowd that big, it's like, oh, I'm going to get bumped into, and someone's going to pickpocket me. I might get bumped in the knife, Someone's got a squirt gun full of LSD. Who knows? Like, it's just you never know. It's always like a hassle, somewhat. Yep. And a lot of times when crowds get that thick, the heat and everybody breathing, it can take oxygen away from you. People can like faint and pass out from that kind of stuff.
I'll tell you.
I don't like big crowds like that either. It's just.
I'll tell you one thing.
Feels like a riot.
A lot of the metal concerts I've been to, dude. Did I tell you what happened with that one I went to? They crowd. Okay, I'm like I said, I'm visually impaired, man. I have a blind stick and everything. Fucking dude picked me up. He's like 6'5". He picked me up, put me on the crowd. They literally crowd surfed my blind ass to the front of the fucking concert. It was an outdoor concert, and then dropped me. I hit the ground, and I was like, knocked the wind out of me. And I was looking for my stick, and I found my blind stick, and somebody was stepping on it, and I started hitting his leg, and he fucking looked down, and he went to pick me up, and as he was picking me up, I pointed, and I heard him say, "Oh, fuck." And he grabbed my stick and picked my stick up, and then somebody else came from the pit and tapped me on my shoulder and actually handed me my phone. Like the energy is usually really good.
Yeah,
I know
the
it
good
sounds
vibes,
it sounds fucked
For
up
at those kind of shows, yeah, we go to other places and like
Yeah.
people may not care that much about you. You know what
well,
I mean?
that's
Like,
the thing. Yeah, it depends.
it's-
It depends on where you're
it's
going.
weird.
It depends on where you're going.
yeah, I mean, like
yeah.
it's been happening for a while already. Hell, what was that one incident? The Rolling Stones Altamont.
I'm not even sure, dude. Yeah.
There was a I might be getting the story a little bit wrong, but there was a guy in the crowd who may have been some kind of a pimp or something, and they're using Hell's Angels for security because Grateful Dead told them that they work for beer and weed. So they had Hell's Angels there, and the Hell's Angels heard this guy say something about, "Oh, I'm going to go and shoot Mick Jagger or something." And one of the Hell's Angels heard this, and the dude that said it had like a 38 snub in his zoot suit pocket or something, and the Hell's Angels stabbed him and killed him. Made a huge riot breakout. This was in like '69 or something.
Oh, fuck.
I mean, it was always a bad scene, like that many people. I mean, that was like right around like Woodstock and stuff, like Haight Ashbury.
I've seen people get fucked up and
like
hit and shit. I've never seen nothing like that. Like I
didn't see. I wasn't alive for it. But I mean, it's just like crazy bad scenes.
Well, when Dimebag got shot, I saw them 3 weeks before Dimebag.
See, that was awful.
Shot.
That was awful.
It's 3 weeks before Dimebag got shot. Like, I could have potentially been at that show. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It was fucking. Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wild. That was wild.
That was probably one of the crazy. But I never really saw that though. But I've been to shows where like people will come with razor blades and leather jackets and just go in the pits. So they put razor blades sticking out, or they'll have billy clubs. They'll have billy clubs in their hands like this. So when they're fucking with jackets on, hitting people, fucking going through pits like assholes.
Like there was the show on Netflix a while back I saw. It was when they tried to do they redid Woodstock in the '90s with MTV or something like that.
I tried to go.
And dude, I heard it was a terrible scene. I heard it was a terrible scene. Yeah, it was '96. It was like 95 degrees or something. They had nothing but porta potties, all this sewage runoff and stuff. People running around like in sewage water, sliding around. There were a bunch of fights, riots. There wasn't enough food, wasn't enough water. People getting sexually assaulted and shit. It was a bad scene. Like it was just a huge crowd. Like it was awful from what I heard. There was a bunch of like horror stories. I don't know. It's just like. What?
When that happened in 1996, I have a story that goes with that whole fucking episode. Okay, that was going to be the next Woodstock, like you just explained it. It turned out to be a shit show. Well, me and two buddies of mine that I'm not going to bring up names. We ended up stealing a car. Okay, and I convinced my mom that somebody else was driving. And we were going to go hit Woodstock in '96, in New York. And she gave me permission, gave me some money, a bunch of shit. So me and my three buddies, we went to the parking garage, took the car out that we had stolen, and started driving. Now I was living in Maine at the time. Okay. My dad had just died, so we moved up there into the house up there. So we're sitting, and okay, I get. we never even make it out of fucking Maine, dude. Okay, I get arrested, but part of the story is we were doing gas and goes and shit, and we pulled up to get gas, dude, and there was a goddamn Budweiser truck, and all of the cabinets were open on the Budweiser truck. I looked at my buddies, I said, "Yep." So we started throwing 30 racks into the fucking car and drove off. We went to another gas station. We took everything out of the trunk and put it in the back seat. We dumped all the beers in the trunk and then stole a bunch of ice and filled the whole trunk full of ice. Well, I got so goddamn twisted while we were driving that we stopped in Walmart, okay? So I'm like, we go into Walmart. I'm stumbling around and I start buying, remember the suicide knobs? Like that you used to put on your car. I bought like an 8-ball.
Yeah, like a forklift. You know what I mean?
Yeah, so I bought one of those. I bought little 8 balls to put on the fucking license plate of a stolen car. It was a Buick Century. And you know what I mean? So I'm buying all this shit. I come out, dude, we walk out of Walmart. Check this out. We walk out of Walmart. Now, I'm fucking 13 years old. We walk out of Walmart. I'm stumbling around with this fucking car. There's a whole, like, fucking shit ton of cops around the car, and I'm looking, and there's a puddle underneath my car from the ice from the beers. So I just keep on walking, and I'm just keep walking past, and the cop stops me. He's like, "Where are you going?" And I said, I'm going home. I'm going back that way. And asked me where I live. I don't even know what fucking town I'm in, dude. You know what I mean? I have no idea where the fuck I am. And he's looking at my shit that I got in the car, and it's for a car. You know what I mean? And he's looking at me, and he gets into the car. They break into the car, and they find it stolen. I had to call my mom and shit. But that was my attempt to get to Woodstock in 1996. I didn't make it out of the state. Yeah. I made it probably about 3 hours away from where I lived at the time.
Alyssa says that, and she's also pretty short, can't see over taller people. Yeah, I get crowds like that. Everybody's getting amped up or drunk, you know. I mean, if you're shorter, you might be elbow to mouth height to somebody tall in front of you, you know, and that's never fun. You know, never.
I'm sure I'm 5'6", Alyssa, so most people are taller than me at shows. It sucks. Horrible. Florida always has good concerts, so that's one good thing about living down here. Like, there's concerts all year round.
Yeah. It's never like a snowed in or nothing. There's never like you got to plow this. It's gonna be a bit, no. Yep. There's never snow except for once in 50 years, and that's only in like Panama City.
Yeah, and who the fuck?
Dude, I wish they had like 6 inches up there, dude. It was crazy.
Are you serious? I didn't realize.
Dude, it was a lot of snow. Maybe it was like 4 or something. It was a good bit. It wasn't just like a dusting. It was not a dusting. Yes. There's no plows whatsoever. There's not even plows in Georgia.
No.
Like, I had to go through that blizzard 3, 4. No, about 4 years ago in Texas. No, not. What the hell was it? Damn. It was after the Texas freeze or before. It was something. I don't know. It was 22, 21, something. I don't know. Anyhow, there's blizzards in Jordan, South Carolina. No plows at all. It was a nightmare.
Yeah. That happened there when I lived in Virginia Beach, dude. They shut the whole fucking city down for a day because they didn't have plows. They didn't have any fucking snow plows, dude. Nobody could move. I think there was like 6 or 7 inches of fucking snow.
She said she's 4'11" and couldn't see her. This one tall lady had to ask her to move and felt bad.
Oh no, you shouldn't feel bad about that, man. You know, people should be respectful. You're small, like.
Yeah, I mean, if you'd be able to have a better view staying in front of her than she would in front of you, that would just be polite. I mean, instead of you having to learn how to walk on stilts, that's kind of
no, it makes sense. He can see over you. What the fuck?
Yeah, it's that's just common courtesy.
100%. Jeepers for the freaking.
But then again, she did say Detroit, though. So like that's.
Well, yeah.
Maybe not the friendliest city.
Yeah, exactly.
Maybe not the friendliest city. It's not the most neighborly, I suppose.
Normally, I fly into Detroit and then get a rental or drive to where I'm going because it's cheap. It is so cheap to fly into Detroit Airport. It's not even funny.
I mean, I'd assume people don't want to go
there. That's what I
mean.
It's
probably expensive to leave, though.
Exactly.
It probably costs $20 to fly in. It's like, oh, you want to leave?
Yeah,
$3,000, bud. $3,000. Yeah. It's that bad, once you're here.
Yeah.
Welcome. I don't know.
Yeah. No shit. That's funny, dude.
Now that you're here.
Yeah.
We got to make up for the Ford Chevy crash, or something.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Exactly.
Just factory shut down about 25 years ago.
I hear commercials all the time about that, like who employs the most fucking people in the industry? I'm like, how do you really know that?
No, what they're talking about is mechanics after you buy the car, because the thing starts breaking down and going shit on it.
Exactly.
Who employs the most? You mean like all the secondhand mechanics you got to buy to keep this car on the road?
Yeah, dude. I didn't even think about that, Pat. Yeah,
it stimulates the economy by emptying your wallet.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's just rubbish as fuck, dude.
Yeah. Lisa says she feels bad for being short, hates it. Yeah,
I don't feel bad.
Tall ain't being that great either, I mean, I've hit my head in doorways and ceiling fans and stuff like that, and I mean, it's.
Yeah.
Usually they say heat rises, so I guess like if you're taller in a room, it'd feel warmer than if you were shorter. Possibly.
Well, you gotta think, Alyssa, with us being short, like literally, if there's a fire, we're so much closer to the ground to evacuate than these other people. You know what I mean? It's going to hit them before it hits us. So, bam, you already know something bad's going to happen. You can hit the fucking deck and skedaddle. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, it's not that bad. I mean, oh, so you got to have a milk crate to reach the top of the fridge or a top cabinet. That's okay, you know. Like I'd have to like cut off, you know, like below my knee or something to be able to fit in smaller spaces.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
so I mean, who's really winning there?
Yeah,
you know, think about it like that. You have an advantage in that way.
He's not going into the fun houses at the fair. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I can't get into a lot of rides and stuff. You know, it's because you can't clamp the. Well, pretty soon it will, hopefully. But I mean, you know,
it will.
It happens. You know, I mean,
it'll get.
It's hard flying. You know, I mean, you get those damn little skinny seats. You know, and I mean, I'm a wider individual. You know, so I got armrests. You know, in my kidneys.
Yeah.
For 8-9 hours.
Yeah.
You know.
No shit,
and I paid $300 for this. I'm basically in a doctor's waiting room full of sick people on a bus flying 400 miles an hour through the air. You know?
Yeah.
No shit. You know, good times. You know, like woo, this is.
Yep. Ooh, look at you.
Yeah. No, it's not really that fun. I mean, flying might have been cool back in the 50s, and they give you steak dinner and cigarettes.
Yeah, you get nothing.
But now it's they can't give you peanuts.
No,
you get pretzels, crackers.
Yeah, I always got.
They don't do drinks anymore. You can get ginger ale or something. They don't do liquor anymore. I don't think.
No,
maybe they started doing that again.
Last time,
I don't know.
A couple of years ago, I flew, and you could still get drinks. I don't drink, but you could still get drinks on it. You know,
I don't drink either, but I get anxiety flying in those tight spaces and stuff. You know, I mean, I don't know that pilot. What if he had a bad day or something? You know, like I've always wanted to become an airline pilot. That's hold on. I told the punchline before I told the story. I messed up. Hold on a second. Let's rewind that and go back to it. I've always been afraid of dying alone. That's why I became a commercial airline pilot. No, just.
But it's.
Yeah, it's just a stupid little joke.
Yeah, dude. How long have we been going?
I'm not sure. Maybe an hour or so. I'm going to check my phone so it doesn't show on yours right here. Maybe I don't know. Maybe it does if I hit on this type screen here.
I don't know. Press button, see what happens. Button pressing buttons.
Not sure how this is working exactly. I think maybe we started at like 1, it's 2. Maybe we've doing this for an hour or so.
Yeah.
I like to be in the middle at a normal height. Shake my head. I mean, what's really a normal height though?
I mean, what that is. Everybody's normal is different, man. You know.
I mean, like if you look at like Sweden, a normal height would be like for a female would be like what, I don't know, 5'7" or something, not 6 foot.
Sweden.
Yeah, maybe like 5'7", 5'9", something like that. Norway, the average height for a man is 6 foot.
Yeah.
So a woman will probably be 4 inches
5'8",
shorter, 5'8", 5'9", something like that.
5'8",
If you think of all the billions of people in China, Asia, India, Latin America, they'd be 4'5", 4'8", like conquistador height, pretty much, like smaller, shorter people.
For sure.
It's just a ratio, I guess. It's all objective to the perspective.
It's all numbers. It's all numbers. Numbers in perspective, dude. Numbers in perspective, Alyssa. Numbers in perspective in Paris.
Yes.
So to say. Maybe we'll see how many people we get on 420 and do the giveaway.
Hopefully,
Yeah. Well, hit us, like I said, hit us up, Alyssa. DM us after we get off the show here and shoot us the address. I'll send you some shit. I'll send you some genetics to fuck.
She says she's just jealous of the females who are 5'6", 5'7". I don't know. Yeah. I mean, it's the grass is green on the other side kind of thing, I guess. You know.
I mean, that's all. That's
like you could probably create that illusion with like heels and Aquanet or something.
Yeah,
I don't know.
No,
I mean, I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah. My ringer on my phone's going off. My ringer says, "And the God said, smoke the herb that was given to you."
Yeah.
It's funny.
I mean, it's just wanting to be 5'6", 5'7". I mean, I don't know. I'd like to be like 9 feet tall just to do it.
Yeah.
Like
move people. Just pick people up and move them.
Yeah, trying to find an apartment to rent, and just be like, yeah, I'm
I need
too
12
tall here. You'll have to build one for
I
me
need
to
12
be a
foot
tenant.
ceiling.
Like,
Everything
yeah,
has to be cathedral ceilings.
that would be ridiculous.
You'd have
Like
to,
that Yale Ming guy or
yeah,
Shaq or something.
no
Like
shit.
just
Everything's heated. Damn, dude. Yeah, that's funny as shit.
I don't know. I've seen this one guy on TikTok or something or Instagram. He's on the internet. He's an amputee, but he's missing his legs from below the knee,
Yeah.
and he just has like little clip-ons that are the prosthetic feet. Kind of looks like Hank Hill's dad or something. You know what I mean? Kind of. But he also has like the prosthetics that are longer legs and shins, but doesn't usually wear them all the time, and it just functions without that. And I was like, there's not any advantages to being tall. I mean, like, sure, if you're in a crowd, you might be closer to like, smelling a fart or something. But
yeah. I'm happy being five. Like I said, I'm 5'6", dude. I'm not mad about it, dude. I guess I'm an average height. You know what I mean?
I mean, I was 5'11", now I'm 5'10". Maybe I'm shrinking. I
Yeah,
don't know. Maybe I was
who
just
knows?
slouching.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't
But
know.
I mean, sure, if I could be 6'1", that'd be okay. I mean, if I was a guy like, I don't know. I mean, I don't want to say 5'8" or 5'7" and be like it's a short height or nothing. I don't know.
I don't know. I'm not mad about it, dude. You know, like I said, I'm cool with where I am. You know, I'm not mad.
I'm not gonna lie though. I've always been kind of on the heavy and fat side. And when somebody picked on me for being fat, if it was a guy, I just be like, oh yeah, well, you're just short, and just make short jokes. And, just throw it back at them. So I'm trying not to do that because I just have so many saved up, and I'm not. No.
Well, my thing is, 90% of the people I know are bigger than me. Because, like I said, I'm a small dude. I'm only 5'6". You know what I mean? Like so. Most of the people I know are 5'9" or up. Like everybody down here in Florida is tall. Like everybody I know down here is tall, pretty much.
Kind of ish.
Okay, the people that we used to know down there.
Yeah.
Frankie was the shortest one. Everybody else was over 6 foot.
Yeah.
Think about it, everybody else was over 6 foot.
Maybe
Sam,
not that.
Marshall.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, dude, they're all over 6 foot. You know what I mean? Like everybody's tall now. You're what, 5'10", 5'11", something like that?
Something like that, But if I was wearing shoes and kind of had my hair up, maybe 6, maybe.
That's what I'm saying. It's like most people. Know. Frankie was the smallest person down here. If you think about it,
Yeah.
Most people there's a lot of tall people down here in the South. Being from the North, there's a lot of tall people down here. It seems like.
Are there relatively shorter in stature people up north? I mean,
well,
I suppose
it's a different ratio. It's almost like a 50-50 up there, more down here than it is up because there's more people. You know what I mean? Consensus wise, there's more people. It's about the same both ways up there. But down here, it seems like there's more taller than there are small. Men wise, not woman wise, but man wise. Like there seems to be like the southern breeds are taller than the northern breeds. Because I can't say that the tall people in the north are from the north. You know what I mean? They may be.
You gotta think about low glucose or something.
Yeah, I don't know. What time? How long am I going to go? An hour?
I'm gonna check my phone and see what we got here. Just 1 second. Yeah, we're going about 1 hour and 17.
Yeah, make call it.
Yeah. All right. I mean, listen something about opinions on System of a Down.
I'm a fan. Aerials is a great song.
Yeah. I kind of get them confused with Slipknot, I guess. Yeah. Not as familiar, but they're still good.
Yeah, I like Aerials is a great song. They got good music. I'm a fan.
Yeah.
That I am.
Well, we were hoping we were going to have more viewers and do a giveaway, but we'll have to postpone that until 420 so everybody sees this. Just tune back in on the 20th. Yeah. And just stay tuned.
Yeah, hey, listen, thank you for stopping by, Momanics. If you're on, thanks for everybody else who stopped by. Keep on stopping by.
I think right now it's just Alyssa.
Yeah.
Us.
Well, Momanics may come down back and see it. You know what I'm saying? So I appreciate y'all. definitely come back. We throw up videos back and forth, man. We'll show you our plants and shit. Check out the plants and shit. That's fucking.
Alyssa says, yeah, I found my people. Definitely tune in every chance to get. All right. Well, thank you.
Love it.
We try being as positive as possible.
Yeah, for sure. And like I said, DM us and I'll get some shit out to you. Make sure you do that.
All right, everybody. Have a nice day. Stay elevated and medicated.
Yep. Get
dedicated.
Keep your
other
feet,
rhyming words.
Yeah, keep your feet on the ground and your head in the fucking clouds.
Sunny side up.
Yeah,
I don't know. Just
high side up.
Yes, exactly. All right, now how do I end this thing? Oh, you have a good one, you guys. All right, you have a good one too.
Bye, Alyssa.
Okay, I think it's just I just hit the X button here and is it down when I stop streaming. Yes. Okay. All right. There we go.